Welcome everyone to another Locked In Tastes cooking demonstration. Today we're going to learn how to make Vitello tonnato. But in our case, since we prefer turkey, it will be tacchino tonnato, and there's no trouble substituting one roast for another. Well, as we normally do, let's run through the ingredients. Okay. What you'll need to make this dish is a 750 gram roast. This happens to be turkey breast. 125 milliliters of a nice thick chicken broth, drizzle of olive oil, splash of wine, chopped up 2 shallots, 1 chopped up fennel, pinch of salt, and some lovely fresh herbs. In this case, we'll be using some fresh sage, rosemary, parsley, and bay leaf. Let's get started. You'll need an oven-proof baking dish which has a lid. And first we're going to drizzle some extra virgin olive oil, just a drizzle. Add our chicken broth. Add our chopped up vegetables. You can use fennel, carrots, some people like roasted peppers. The shallots, again, nice and chopped up. Give it a bit of a stir to coat the vegetables so they don't stick. And what you're going to be doing is making a broth that's going to be steaming the roast. Add our roast. Add the herbs. Splash of white wine. And then pop it into your preheated oven at 185 degrees and roast it for about 35 to 45 minutes. While our roast is cooking in the oven, let's focus on making the tuna sauce, which will go on top. So, the ingredients. You need a little mini food processor, a can of white tuna fish packed in oil, 100 grams of mayonnaise, 100 grams of Greek full-fat yogurt, zest of 1 lemon, and the juice from 1 lemon. And then we'll garnish with 2 tablespoons of capers and a pinch of paprika. First you take your tuna and you put it in the food processor, oil and all. We don't need to drain it. It's being stubborn. Oh, come on, come on. Voila. Okay. Then the mayonnaise. The yogurt. The lemon juice. And the zest. Pulse. And we're just going to let that rest in the refrigerator while the roast cooks, so it just becomes more flavorful. I've taken the roast out of the oven and I let it rest for about 10 minutes. Now you may have noticed that it's a bit smaller. It did not shrink. It's just that when my husband saw how enormous the roast was for 2 people, he convinced me to cut off a portion and keep it for another use or another recipe. So it's just a pity that when I make all this food, I just can't ring up all our friends. But with how we have to do our social distancing and be careful, we'll just save it for another time. It's very important to have a sharp knife when you're slicing the roast. Because you want to make nice thin slices. Typically this dish is eaten on a very hot day, and you can make it in the morning and then stick it in the fridge, and the longer it sits in the fridge, the nicer the flavors combine and it gets really super. I'm actually slicing this a little prematurely, but we're hungry, so we can't always have the luxury of time. A few more slices. It wouldn't crumble as much, and I could do it thinner if it wasn't so steamy. Okay. Just put it on your platter. Nice and flat like this. Maybe one more. And whether it's veal or turkey, it will be this beautiful white color. Okay, that's enough of that. A nice trick that I like to do is to simply pour the sauce over the veal or turkey. So I actually chilled it inside the pitcher. Spread it around. Add your capers. Depending on how many you like. Some people like anchovies. We don't, I'm sorry to say. But if you love anchovies, add a few. And then dress it with a little bit of paprika so it doesn't look so anemic. Et voila. So, lunch is ready. Oh, yay. And thank you so much for watching. Please check out our other YouTube videos on our YouTube channel, Locked in Taste. And also, take a peek at Instagram. We do try to post a lot every day of things that we're thinking of, or cooking up, or inventing, or just wanting to share with you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.